How did you get into the Army, Mr. Crooker?
I was working in an aircraft plant in Detroit, Michigan, working on B-17s and P-47s. At that time, all the guys were going away to the service, so I said, I'm going to enlist also. I enlisted 1 year after Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1942.
Which unit did you serve with?
All right. I enlisted in Detroit, I said, and then went to the 103rd Division, which was in Camp Claiborne, Louisiana. I was with the combat engineers, and we had basic training there and also Louisiana maneuvers. A few of us fellows decided we didn't want to build any more bridges anymore or fight the swamps. We said, let's go into town and possibly take a test for the Air Corps, which was called the Air Corps at that time, the Army Air Corps. We passed the test, and we were transferred to the Air Corps at that time. I spent some time in the Air Corps in Iowa, had flight training. We were scheduled to go to Santa Ana, California for pre-flight, and the order came through, all ex-ground force men will go back because they were having a big push in Europe. So I went back and joined 97th Infantry Division in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
What is your strongest or most memorable experience from the war?
Well, the one I will never forget, we entered into battle at a town just west of Dusseldorf, Germany, after we came from France, part of Holland. And this town was called Hangelar, near the Ruhr River, the Rhine River. And we crossed the Rhine River at Bonn. And we went into the town of our biggest battle, which was Seesburg, Germany, which was south of Cologne. And my worst experience there was climbing up the hill and under fire because the Germans had an outpost in the monastery up on top of the hill. And I saw many of my fellows fall, my comrades fall there. And in the town, we had a lot of street fighting in the town, and I saw quite a few of the fellows die there.
Were you part of the Normandy Invasion on June 6, 1944?
No, this was much after D-Day. It was, let's see, I think it was late 45. No, middle of 45, after the Battle of the Bulge. We came in on ship out of New York, and we landed at Le Havre, France. We were at a place called Camp Lucky Strike, and then we moved from there into Aachen and then on into Germany. That's how we entered the area.
When and how did the war in Europe end for you?
Yes, after our battle at Seesburg, Germany, we moved on east into Hof, Germany, which is in the mountains, and then on into the Czechoslovakian border, which the town of Kiev, and we had a battle there, quite a bit battle, and then we moved on. We ended the war in Pilsen, and it was rainy, stormy, but we were still fighting in the streets.
How many times have you returned to Pilsen since the war ended?
Yes, I started with our great tour director, and I was with the tour in 1995, 2000, when I brought my son when my wife was still living, and then in 2005 I came by myself, and now this time in 2010 I brought my son again and my granddaughter.
Thank you for your time.